I thought it was best if we just stopped hanging around.
Tell me why.
Because I started noticing things missing from my house. I took her grocery shopping a few times because she told me she didn't have any food, and I noticed that she tried stealing some of my groceries.
So in April, you really wanted to cut off relationship with her because you found that she was being dishonest with you?
Yes.
Okay. And you text messaged her?
Yes.
Okay. So far, is that correct?
No.
Well, give me your version of what happened in April.
Okay. She started texting me saying she was much more high class than me because she lived in a better part of the city than me. I'm low class, she's high class.
That doesn't sound right.
That's not right, Your Honor.
Just a second. Miss Benner doesn't sound right to me.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Just a second. Something doesn't sound right to me, Miss Benner. And if it doesn't make sense, it's usually not true.
Okay.
I mean, it would seem to me if you've been friendly with somebody for 3 years and they don't want to see you anymore for whatever reason, they don't say in a text message, I'm better than you are, I come from a better part of town than you do, I'm more high class than you are.
She did.
I don't think she said that at all in
I have a
February.
letter from her. She texted me and told me, look in your mailbox. There's a letter.
She wrote that herself and forged my signature on that letter,
I'd like to see it. Well, it certainly doesn't look like your signature.
No.
It's not your signature.
It's not.
Fine. Keep going.
I got a letter in the mail saying that I had to go to court. I had 4 charges against me, 2 for aggravated harassment in the second, 1 for criminal contempt, and 1 for petty larceny, which she all brought against me, which were all false.
What was the petty larceny?
She said I stole $300 from her, which it says in the letter.
She admitted to taking on the phone when she called me. She said, ha ha. And that's when I went down to the courts and I filed charges against Miss Lombardo when I received that letter.
She didn't write this letter.
Okay, maybe she had somebody write it for her.
No, you did.
No, I did not.
Oh, yes, you did.
Okay.
Look at me. You know how I know? Because I compared the signature on this letter with your answer to her complaint and your counterclaim.
Okay.
And that's how I know that the initials that you signed here, allegedly her initials, was signed by you. Were you fired from your first job, the job where you met together? Very easy for me to verify because of theft.
No, I quit.
Really?
That's a lie.
Were you given the opportunity to quit or were you told to quit?
I quit.
How many times have you been arrested?
Once.
When?
About 4 years ago.
For?
Petty larceny.
Who did you steal from?
An employer.
When you went to court with regard to this larceny charge, you had to hire a lawyer.
I actually had 4 charges altogether. I was forced to hire a lawyer. In the meantime, before that, I did get falsely arrested because she lied and said I violated order of protection. I spent a couple hours in jail. She said I drove by her house when her boyfriend and her 3-year-old daughter were standing on the front porch. I stopped in front of her house. I said, ha ha, according to her, threw 3 eggs out of the window, grabbed a glass bottle, threw the glass bottle at her daughter, and then said a few more words, and then drove off.
Did you do that?
No, absolutely not.
Was there a trial with regard to that?
Yes.
And what happened at that trial?
I was found not guilty for all 4 charges.
Then that's not dropped. That's found not guilty.
That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry.
Tell me about this violation petition that you filed alleging that she drove by your house and threw a bottle, according to you, at your daughter. That's your cross complaint.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
After they gave me my order of protection, which was May 4th of '07, Miss Lombardo then drove by my house on May 5th. Me and my witness, we were outside with my 3-year-old daughter. She was outside on the front porch playing. At the bottom of the steps, Miss Lombardo pulled up in her car. I recognized her car. She then threw 3 eggs on the steps, almost hit my daughter, and the glass bottle was a brandy bottle that her boyfriend drinks.
Step up. Give me the date of this alleged incident, Mr. Cooper.
I believe June 13th.
6/13/07?
07.
Shut! I want you to be quiet! June 13th, '07. And what time of the day or night did it happen on June 13th?
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
What day of the week was it? A weekday or a weekend?
It was a weekday.
So you seem pretty positive of all of these facts that you've given me so far, is that right?
Yes.
Perfect. May I see the copy of the application for a violation of the protective order? So this is what we have so far. Miss Benner testified that this incident took place on May the 5th. That's what you swore to me. You just swore to the fact that this incident took place on June 13th, 2007, which makes you clairvoyant because you filed the police report on June 8th.
I said
5 days before.
Around June 13th.
Sit down!
Sure.
Your counterclaim's dismissed. It just took you too long to get rid of her.
Yeah,
Do you understand?
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
She and he wouldn't know the truth if it came up and it slapped them in the face.
I was trying
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,500.
Thank you,
That's all.
Judge
Step
Judy.
out.
Party said, excuse me, step out.